on the shores of Sea of Azov in the port city of Mariupol. We are here to witness what is detonation and looking for sea mines. This entire sea is laden with sea mines. Ukrainian forces ensured that when they were pushing back, withdrawing, they looked at all the the shores and the seas in the entire area that they could mine, and so this entire area is mined. In fact, even in the city of Mariupol, when Satya and I were traveling, we saw a lot of sea mines on land as well. So they're trying to use sea mines that as much as they can to create as much damage as they can. Nikita over here, a Russian journalist, joins us. Nikita, explain to us what's really happening. How difficult has it been for the Russian forces to really demine this entire area, especially of sea mines?
So this whole thing is very, very problematic. So according to our Minister of Defense, there's been several hundreds of mines planted into the Sea of Azov in different various regions. And that creates actually three problems. Problem number two, until and unless all the mines are demolished or taken out of the water, the port here cannot resume function, of course, because it's not safe. The second problem is that during the storms, some of the mines are being torn from their anchors and they're being pushed further into the sea, and some of them have already been recovered as far as Turkish waters into the Black Sea. And so the all-encompassing problem of this fact is that, of this whole situation, is that some of the mines that have been put into the water are very outdated. Some of them date back to the World War II, and most of them cannot be taken out safely. So miners here, professionals here, have to demolish them in the water. And I believe that is what we're about to see in several minutes.
So, cannot extricate them. They have to be detonated inside. And in all probability, if we stay here long enough, we might be able to witness it. But Nikita, the fact that the waters, you made a very important point. You said that the waters and the mines are reaching as far as up to Turkey. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. So I believe several weeks ago, they found one or two mines in Turkish territorial waters in the Black Sea, because mines from here and also from the Black Sea shoreline of Ukraine are being torn away by the storms, and they basically float anywhere that they can float. They're guided only by the wind, and nobody knows where they could be. And that creates a logistical problem, because if they're not demolished or taken out right now, nobody knows where they could appear the next day or the next week or the next month.
Explain the criticality of this port. We know that this was a major commercial port. It's a deep sea port, so see a lot of ships, but a lot of destruction as well. What's the damage, extent of damage and extent of the importance?
So this is one of the two major seaports of Ukraine, and Ukraine is a larger exporter of grain and of steel. So in this city alone, there's been three major steel plants, steel mills, if you will. And of course, until this port resumes functioning, the grain cannot be exported from here, and Ukraine alone made up about 20% of the global wheat exports. So it's a large chunk of world market, really, which is being blocked by this port and the port of Odessa not functioning at the moment.
So you think when the port starts functioning that Ukrainian wheat would be allowed to move from this port, because this now is under the control of Russia and Donetsk. So will the rest of Ukraine be allowed also to use the port?
I think that we will see that due to the negotiations that are being underway. But I think that no matter who controls the territory, the farmers will still continue growing wheat, and it will still have to be exported through somewhere, and it's going to be through here. No matter what the territory is called or who controls it.
That's a very important point. At this juncture, we are looking at the war, we're looking at the conflict and the negotiations. But somewhere down the line, like Nikita said, farmers are going to continue growing their wheat and farmers are going to continue wanting to sell their wheat. What happens then? It's this Sea of Azov, it's this port city of Mariupol that will play a critical part in that very economic aspect, whether it is Ukraine or the Donbas region. With the journalist Satya Rautre in Mariupol, Geeta Mohan for India Today.